Okay, welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to cover normal ortho 1. And as we can see here, if we were to try to describe this shape, we would say that this shape looks like an upside down T. And the second question that we're going to ask ourselves is which view best shows the shape? So is it top view, side view, or front view? In this case, it would be the front view. So we're going to start with the front view and we're going to project to our other views. So moving over to AutoCAD, we have a line on our object layer. It's 3.25. When you come up 1, over 3/4, and then up 3/4. Now, we know those two are at the same height, so we'll just kind of go ahead and finish off our shape. Now, clearly our title block is a little big. We'll go ahead and scale that like we did in the last example. And if we remember, our rule for our miter line is that it needs to go from the upper right-handmost corner. And if there is no clear upper right-handmost corner, this is the uppermost corner. This is the furthest rightmost corner, but this is the upper rightmost corner, so we call that apparent intersection. Set our angle to 45, and we're just going to go ahead and draw this off into space. Depth of our part is 1.75, and so we are going to project 1.75. And then I'm going to draw a line across. Now I could copy these lines, I could redraw these lines, it really doesn't matter how we get them. And now I'm just going to go ahead and draw my shape in, knowing that I do need to change my layer for these lines to object. Now I can project from here over, and then the apparent intersection here. Same thing over here. And then I can draw in my shape in the same way. Now if this is confusing to you, that's no problem. Definitely you have the option of switching layers between the things that you're drawing. For me, it's not a big deal because I've done these so many times. Change this to object. And we appear to be done. So what we need to do is our quick double check and make sure we've got all of our corners projected. So I've got a corner here, 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 and here. Those are projected. These two are projected over towards the side view, and then this corner, and that corner are all projected. So we are good to go. We can change our layer to dimension. Come in here. Our dim scale looks to be a little bit big for this one. Oops. So we can go ahead and change that to 0.75, annotate, update, this recycle looking button, and that looks better. And then a couple more dimensions. We still only have one depth dimension, and we do have 2 height dimensions. So I have on my PDF 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the last thing I would want to do is move my drawing over a little bit, scale my title block, and that looks pretty good. View labels, you need to get added as well. For the rest of the orthos that I'm going to cover, and I'm not going to cover all of them in depth. I'm going to do the drawing part, but as far as the dimensioning and the view labels go, know that you need to do those for all of the normals. I'm just not going to do it because not much has changed, with the exception of one down the road, which is going to have a hole. So we'll cover the dimensions for that. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.